to stay straight. And does. Well, he's left the big fish.
That'd be something for his highlight reel, wouldn't it? Should be ball. And is, well, very nearly in the ball.
170.
Oh, there's a big fish.
Not quite. Sort of taken out last week at Madison Square Garden.
98.
On this occasion, or this will be a decent outshot for Dobey. And the shot is very much on. Oh, it is on now. Needs the red button.
Good.
Magnificent from Chris Dobey.
The thing is that the less energy you exert in these opening games, it leaves more in the tank, because tomorrow is a big day. 3 matches.
60.
All on the spin tomorrow night. Of course, if you are watching on ITV4, as it's the ball.
Good.
Wow. The big fish reeled in. Dobey's hit a 167, and now the big fish. This is outstanding arrows from Hollywood. It's Hollywood finishes, that is for sure. What about that? The 167 and the big fish.
It's on again, Wills.
If he hits this, this would be incredible. He's going for a double big fish.
170.
We're going to need a bigger boat if this goes in. Not quite.
Need a bigger net.
58. Jules require 95.
Change his name to Jules Jahersky.
Well done. Now 2 darts at double 19 for a first leg. Well played. Jahersky takes out the 95 and he gets a fist bump. Big smile. Great sportsmanship. Look, he's been on the end of a world-class performance tonight, but he still gets a leg on the board. He'll be proud as punch about that, because he's barely had a look in. World champion last year, and this year he's run into a world-class performance from Chris Dobey. Tough at the top.
Yeah, real tough school, isn't it? It is hard for these players to get anything out of this. But he's averaging 94.25, which is in terms of television, a personal best, and that's what you got to take back from this when he reflects on the match. Not out of this leg.
No, he's not. Will it be a third ton-plus out for Dobey? Treble 18 will leave the double. Of course he hits it. Double 18 to complete an emphatic performance from Chris Dobey. A finishing masterclass. A 167, a big fish, and then a 110 to wrap it up. We saw some blockbuster finishes in our opening game. And he leaves that handy enough, so a bit of pressure on Price here to break the throw. But another one of them. Oh, wow, showboating from Mr. Price.
I can only assume he felt I was a bit low in the bed and would struggle to cram another one underneath that in the treble 20, but it would have been some shot had it worked out for the Iceman. Sebastian chasing around the ball. And unable to pin the double.
Require 40.
Well, he took the rather different route to get there, but he left tops and he hits it, and Bialecki will be ruining 3 missed darts to take out his opening leg of the contest.
Well, a couple of visits from here. This should be Bialecki's leg. He might do it in this visit. Double 8 for a beauty.
128.
Without hyperbole, this could be 3-1 Bialecki if he'd taken his chances.
We saw in the first game, Jahersky didn't get many chances. Bialecki's had plenty of them. Double 2. Deary me.
Yeah,
That gets the crowd going here. Gliwice, their man has got a leg and he's happy about it as well.
60.
But maybe his chance has already slipped away.
125.
Can they fill it? He's left a straight ton.
Going to go 136. $76. Sebastian, you're going 100.
He missed a couple at the double for the 60 in the last leg. And he's going double here.
80.
Well, he has hit as many doubles going for a double finish. He's at the end of the leg.
Is that a blocker? There's the roar. Is that a hammer blow to the chances of Sebastian Bialecki, who for the 5th leg in a row has missed an opportunity?
Game on.
And Gerwen Price deliver the big fish.
He won't, but he'll just look to take a big bite out of it, and that's perfect to follow. And he does. Match dancing coming for Gerwen Price. And as Sebastian Bialecki, who has missed 10 of his 11 darts at double, conjures this. And he could. But no longer.
Well, Gerwen Price hit double 18 in the opening leg. Is he going to hit it to win the match? That's surely a good marker. So is that. Wow.
18.
Didn't see that coming.
56.
Looked to be working his way into victory. But that pushes him back to 501 points away. Sebastian Bialecki does get another leg. It's one against the darts. And
Bialecki, stay alive. Can't find the treble.
Interesting setup play from Price there, bringing the bullseye in to get down to below 81. It's a finish that doesn't require the bull. Double 11 to win it. It is 5 match darts he has spurned.
Tops then. Back-to-back legs. And the story of the night for Sebastian Bialecki has been missed doubles. But it's not done yet. Double 4. 5 match darts have been and gone. Make that 6.
Sebastian, you require 40.
Bialecki being let off the hook. Oh, shocker of a dart. Double 16. And Bialecki is still in this just about. Multiple match darts missed across the last 2 legs for Gerwen Price, 7 in total. It's the last sort of 2 or 3 legs where Gerwen Price has looked more authoritative but couldn't hit the doubles. Earlier on in the game it was a lot more even, and Bialecki couldn't hit him.
80.
And it's another mismatched dart for Gerwen Price, but he has got loads of time here.
He might not have as much time as he'd like. Finally, Bialecki hits a max. That might be his last visit of the tournament, or it might not. Well, Gerwen Price has got to the finishing line, and he cannot get over it for love or money.
This is a bizarre game of darts. 14 segment. Bullseye for Bialecki.
59. Going to require 5.
Surely Price ends this now. He can't keep on missing, can he? No, he can't. Gerwen Price does close it out. The Iceman sees off bolt. It was a struggle to get over the line, but Gerwen Price is in the quarterfinals on the World Series.
And the person with the highest score over the course of 2 days wins their score, right?
Right.
9-dart challenge type thing, you know, the kind of thing we do. However, if someone hits a 170, it becomes £17,000, and Dobey has already taken care of that. Thank you, Superbet.
127.
There we go.
Jensen a scholar.
All of a sudden, it's worth a few bob.
It is, and apparently the kid that's leading at the moment went to Q school this year. So he's got no worries next year if his score holds out.
87.
He'll have plenty of money to go on the tour or the secondary tours.
Unfortunately,
But yeah, lovely story.
Won't go on his ranking, though,
No.
really. Rob Cross leaves himself on tops after 12.
Don't give him ideas.
58. Rob, you require 40.
Kachuk knocked down to a finish. So all the time in the world.
Game shot, the first leg.
It's a bit like
Rob
the
Cross.
whoever come
Second
up with
leg
the
is
9-dart and the
Christopher
gold set of darts
Game
in the
on.
Premier League. 6 9s later.
You require
Professional like this
161.
from Cross. Trio of 2 treble visits, forcing Kachuk to be perfect with this visit. And he cannot maintain that perfection after the first dart.
97. Rob, you require 87.
And he loves this shot because it leaves his beloved double 18 if he hits the 51. So it's 20 and ball. Just stay straight. And it is the button.
Game shot, the
12
fourth
darts
leg.
up,
Rob
4-0,
Cross.
break a throw again,
Fifth leg is Rob to
and
throw
Rob
first.
Cross
Game on.
in charge. Much more like it. He could go. And as we've already articulated, Christoph Kachuk has got levels
45.
in him. We
Christoph,
haven't
you
seen
require
them that
138.
much, but he is quite capable of rattling off a few legs of top quality stuff.
There are the correct scores. Yeah, he stayed there. The way he's been hitting 180s and 140s down, I don't mind that play. Giving yourself a dart at a double to win a leg when you're in a precarious
122.
position, 4-1 down, but
Rob, you require
there's nothing we've seen at the
148.
moment that would suggest this would go.
He's not going to. So for back-to-back legs, Christoph Kachuk.
41. Christoph, you
Double
require
eight.
16. Game
Now
shot,
we've got a
sixth
game
leg.
on.
Christoph Kachuk. Seventh leg is Rob to throw first.
For
Game
Rob
on.
Cross, it's just all about halting this momentum that Christoph Kachuk is building.
Let's go on the 18s here.
144.
It's an option. Does love this 18 segment.
Again, low and tight.
56.
When things have gone wrong, that's been the
Christoph
consistent
required
thing, hasn't it?
56.
But fortunately for him, it's something you can address because it's a consistent error. It's not something coming from nowhere that you sort of
46.
you're aghast going, well, what am I doing wrong?
Rob,
He
you
will be
require
aware.
88.
Well, he should be getting a match start from this position. Minimum 1 at the ball. Double 7 it is.
74.
He will hope he does not take as long to hit this match start as Gerwen Price did in the previous game.
Well, double 5 can be tricky because of that.
Six.
The chance
Rob, you
slips by,
require 14.
and Christoph Kachuk may be slipping out of the Poland Darts Masters. Double 7 is not going to go for. He splits it
Game
and hits the
shot.
double 4.
And the match.
A 6-2 victory for Rob Cross. The result far better than last week in New York. However, much work to do for Voltage if he is going to make his mark here in Gliwice this weekend.
But yeah, this is going to be a big ask. And even when you look at Michael throughout his trials and tribulations, the last couple of
91.
years, I mean, the last year he's still
170.
averaging over 97 for the season.
Another big fish potentially, and this would have been the whole throw. So Lubic
58.
is looking at tops for a 13-dart breaker throw here. The Croatian composes himself and finds tops. What a start! It might be a heroic night for Lubic.
Well, it's a breaker throw in 13 darts, so Michael only had 15 darts in the leg, so listen, there'll be no panic button even being hovered over at the moment.
2 visits from here for Van Gerwen. Just falling below the target at the moment, although the cover shooting is immaculate.
Yeah, he'll go through the process here of just trying to play himself into form.
33.
Too many loose darts from Perrault at the moment. And you can't imagine Van Gerwen
34.
going to keep missing. However, he's just passed up another 2 darts. And we've seen a host of big finishes earlier on.
$92. Marking required 20.
Not over yet. Definitely not over yet.
50.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen is being very sloppy here, and Lubic has got an opportunity. Oh, that's a great first start. This for a 3-1 lead. What can he see of it?
60.
Well, not enough.
Marking required 5.
Croatian fans will be ruining that, having hit the treble with the first start. Van Gerwen tidies up, but a raise of the arm, a pump of the biceps.
He made a world final, of course, and that would have been a huge boost.
100. Marking required 108.
He's not just a green machine, he's a winning machine, isn't he? And he's only happy when he's winning.
Well, a good last start.
Perry required 161.
Lubic again has left a big one. That is wayward. Too many of those darts at the moment for the Croatian.
125.
Rectifies beautifully. All of a sudden, there's a little bit of pressure on this double 14. That looks a good marker.
Game shot on the 5th.
Well, he's going around the houses,
Michael Van
Gerwen, but he's finding the finishes right when he needs them.
Than do anything with the bullseye, because Michael hasn't left himself an outshot.
Still not a massive amount of pressure. Double 16 then for a level game.
No score.
Oh, more agony for the Croatian fans now. Will be hurting if this goes, and it might go now. It might go double 16 for a steal from Van Gerwen. Well, Lubic and his supporters can't believe it. A shake of the head from Van Gerwen. But Lubic 3 darts at double 16, and he loses the leg. Van Gerwen gets a look for the match. Shot still on. Lubic is going to get a go here to get back within 1.
84.
He took the 78 out in the previous leg. This one may end on the ball if he doesn't find the treble 20. Oh dear. Well, it's got to be treble 17, double 16. And he gets it.
Game shot on the 9th leg.
Lubic drags himself off the canvas, and he's still more than in this game, and he's now throwing to take it to a deciding leg. Last 2 legs, he has been bang on point with the finishing. 2 15-darters to stay in it. And you just wonder, what if he could have hit some more doubles earlier on, but nervy 10th leg. 2 treble 19s for a poke at the bull. Not going to get that. Now he's got to put some pressure here on Van Gerwen. Only needs one treble 20.
89.
They got the bull bit of it. Right, this to win it then.
Ball. Oh, he risked it.
100.
Looked an absolute
He
blocker.
requires 75.
Well, he's delivered a 78 and an 84 in the last two legs. Now he needs 75 to take us all the way to a deciding leg. Lubic, 18 will leave tops. Hits the single. This to take us all the way to an 11th and deciding leg. 55. And he can't take it out.
Michael requires
Could well
20.
be his last darts of this tournament.
Well, it's not been vintage Van Gerwen, but it's victorious Van Gerwen who does eventually wrap up a spot in tomorrow night's quarterfinals. He will take on Rob Cross. Artillery.
How about this? There's some artillery for you from Titus Kanik. In his second spell as a tour card holder. Had a tour card for a couple of years. 2018 and 19 didn't really make his mark in PDC darts in that spell. Did he make his mark in this opening leg? A whole throw on the ball. He's not far off.
Stephen, you require 83.
It was a good effort. Might be a similar shot for Bunting. Ooh, now then. Well, he went tops. After a loose first start.
You require 25.
To get ahead early. Oh, he worries the wire. You saw it move. But it might be an early break for Stephen Bunting.
On the first leg,
Bunting breaks in leg one. Oh, we've seen a host of missed chances for the Eastern European players so far tonight. And Titus Kanik adds his name to the list. Could have maybe should have won that opening leg, but finds himself behind.
164.
Not in this visit, but he looks like he's got time.
96.
Good last start. Bunting needs a max here, really. Well, that last start was almost chucked away, and
You require 68.
you would have wanted that one back. Might be irrelevant anyway if double 16 can be hit, but it's
52.
not here. And that dart from Bunting was a little bit casual.
More deliberate here, although equally wild that second dart. The third one wasn't much cop either.
16.
Titus Kanik, he should cut the gap. And he does.
Titus Kanik.
Well, we saw earlier this evening Sebastian Bialecki was the first Polish player in action. Missed so many darts in the early stages of his game with Gerwen Price. Now, he was allowed back into it because Price started missing at the end. With 9,000 here tomorrow, they'll be desperate to have some host nation representation in the final days. Or two of the North Americans make it through last week in New York.
Good leg of darts, this. Time then.
Titus require 140.
Another big pole to hit back. Well, he's just got to be tidy here, because obviously it's a treble, he's in trouble.
Oh my word! Ho, ho, ho. There would have been a little bit of panic from Kanik there when that one left his hand. So close to busting his score.
59.
No panic, it's Kanik. They look more nervous than he does.
And on the fifth leg, Titus Kanik.
Well, that is the best leg of the match by some distance, and it has been produced by the world number 131. Stephen Bunting may well see this through and book his spot in the quarterfinals, but it might be purely down to that opening leg.
100.
Much more like it from the bullet. That's his first max. Oh no.
80.
You can see the points just slipped into that ring, holding the flight on the previous one.
Triple 20 would have left double 18. But he'll be back, Bunting, to open up a 4-2 lead. Good last start again. How many times have we seen that? The bed seemingly blocked. He's managed to get one over the top.
It's one of those weird situations with Stephen Bunting. Stands so far over to the right-hand side. He takes a big step left. It turns out he's just thrown straight down the middle of the ball. Does open up some of those targets. That one's straight in, though. 13 darter of his own.
This 1-1-4.
The biggest finish of the match so far. But he does not get a match dart.
58.
Jesus Kanik gets another leg with 3 clear darts at double. Twice he has made a mess from this sort of situation. He genuinely could have won this game if he had taken a few more chances. Titus Kanik could have beaten Stephen Bunting, but he might be about to lose 6-3. Double 10 again. And double 10 is a punisher for Titus Kanik. The top seed bounces back in unconvincing fashion, albeit, after early exit at Madison Square Garden. Bunting is through to the quarter-final.
Sets before. But yeah, it's not a worrying time for Luke. And as you said in that interview, when he's getting beaten, people are having to produce some remarkable arrows. But he has won the UK, won the Worlds, well, started with the Worlds, of course, won the UK, won in Belgium on the European Tour, but outside of that, in terms of titles, I'm not quite sure how that didn't go in.
Back-to-back 180s, threaten the 11 or 12 darter. He is going to have to tidy things up because Sedlacek is now breathing down his neck. Tops. Double 10. Well, this has been his Achilles heel. He's thrown some big averages and lost. Last 4 games he's lost have been 100 averages, but he's missed some doubles. Does Sedlacek miss? No, he does not.
And that's what Carroll is oh so good at. If you make a mistake, he'll make sure he's hanging tough and can step in and make you pay. A throw gets the line and then away he goes, like this.
140.
Throwers and aimers are the distinction you make, isn't it?
Yes. Well, the first, well, just an example of how well he's scoring.
95.
We're 3 legs in terms of the scoring phase of the match. He's averaging 126.5. So he's hitting
89.
So he's hitting at least 2 trebles on each turn in the opening 3 scoring visits.
And look, we mentioned the doubles have been the Achilles heel, so Luke Littler is trying something different here. He left double 8 in the last leg, he's left double 16 here. These are not the doubles he goes for.
Yeah, but I like this, Dan. It's something I totally agree with. I think we've had this discussion before.
Should have been on a 2 darter, it's a 3 darter for Sedlacek. He may not get a go at it. He will do. Littler going the slightly harder route for
and again
82.
Well,
typical.
That is very strange behaviour. And he's going to come back looking at 7. Because he had 57 left with a dart in his hand. He could have gone 17 to leave tops, but he's decided, no, double top is not for me, and he's bust his score. He has bust his score, looking at single 3, hits the double.
52.
And Luke Littler has changed things up tonight, and it has led to a silly couple of errors there.
Errors that have cost him the leg, and we're back level at 2 apiece. 2 breaks followed by 2 holds. But I think he was so conscious of not hitting 17 to avoid throwing at tops. He took the gamble of going, right, I'll go 25 double 16.
All he needs to do is get the line right. Oh no, I've bust my score.
I don't sort of delve to ask him about his practice regimes or routines or how much he is practicing. Sort of listen to interviews, but you never really know in those, do you? It's a hard read. And again,
171.
Sedlacek, they're waiting.
19 for double 12. And there it is. Double 12 is working for him, and a real bark from Littler there.
We don't usually get too much from him.
434.
Feels like he's working.
Yes.
He's averaging 97. He's 2 out of 3 on the doubles. 180, number 5 for Littler. We are in leg 6.
$95.
Left it handy. 89. Are we going to get another sequence?
140.
Back-to-backs in legs 1 and 2. Trouble 19, 20 and ball. Very tidy indeed.
Evil Charlie.
That was evil.
3 out of 4 on the doubles. And Littler keeps on hammering the big scores.
That was in a leg that Luke hit back-to-back 180s in. He still had a dart at a double.
85. Currently requires 77.
Oh, outscoring Littler in this leg. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's unconventional. And he might pay the price. Tops for Littler. And this time he hits it. He'd avoided it all game since that opening leg, and then when he really needed it, he hit it, and that might be the key moment of this game. Sedlacek going a curious route for 77, only got a dart at the bull instead of the outer ring, and Littler punishing.
164.
Is there more life in this game for Evil Charlie? There might be for a 164!
139. Luke Gliwice 152.
So he's going to be back. The 5-4.
41.
Dan Dawson, this is for a break of throw.
Double 8s. Sedlacek breaks back. He will throw to try and level the match and force a last leg decider.
There may be some.
Doesn't even get Littler's nose in front in this leg.
Oh, what a fabulous final dart. Squeezing it in that tiny little pocket that was available.
No Luke Humphries here this weekend. Luke Littler is the highest ranked player in this tournament. He is the world champion. He is the defending champion. And this is the closest game of the night.
48.
And we're not going the distance just yet. We might not be at all to win it. You'll get 1 dart. It's at tops. He spends all game avoiding it and then finds it at the end when he desperately needs it. Karol Sedlacek caused all sorts of problems for the defending champion there.
140 in the leg. Average early doors, I know, but just as an indication of how well Johnny started this, he's averaging 109 right now.
Can't find the treble, so he'll need an extra visit, but he knows he's going to be back.
Leaving a double after 12 is just heaping pressure on the shoulders of this man who finds a beautiful 140, but maybe too little too late. It was in. I went early.
No score.
Couldn't have been any closer, I'll give him that. But in this game, close isn't good enough. Tops for another break for Ratajski.
Game short Ratajski. Full leg is Christoph to throw first.
He's had a 180 as well. He's only played 3 and a bit legs.
97.
Well, it's set that we're going to get another break of throw.
Is that a Mexican wave on his own?
100.
So Clayton on a finish. Can Ratajski join him?
Perfect dart for him.
85. Johnny Ratajski.
Should have come out of there. And He's left himself 163. No matter how long you stare at the chalkboard, ball. And he always goes for it, and that's why.
Johnny Clayton.
What an understated 1-2-1 that was.
Understated.
Back-to-back ton-plus finishes.
Yeah. Another 12 darters, 2 winning legs of, well, they've both been in 12. There you go, right on cue.
81.
Beautiful looking stage here at the PreZero arena. It's some arena.
32. Crystal requiring 170.
Not a big fish, but eagles catch big fish.
They do. Just couldn't quite deliver, but that's a great setup from Ratajski. All of a sudden, Clayton will get 2 bites at the cherry here. So it's treble 18 then to leave a shot at the bullseye for another big finish. He's hit the wrong number. He's hit the wrong number, Johnny Clayton. He's bamboozled himself. He's left the door open for Ratajski. He got the finish he didn't need.
It was a great 1-1-3.
Wow. Well, Johnny Clayton was wondering why nobody was cheering.
Game on.
I was wondering why I couldn't see the dart. Johnny, 2 from 7. 2 from 7, and still averaging 106.76.
Clayton was momentarily threatening for a 9.
99.
9's only on if the treble 19 or treble 15, or in Littler's case, treble 17 goes in.
We're allowed to get excited, Bruce. Come on. We don't see many of them on the World Series of darts.
No, that's a great shout. Again, Johnny Clayton leaving a potential
95. Johnny required 44.
11 dart leg.
Game shot on the 6th.
This is an insane game of darts. It's level at 3-3. Look at that. Johnny Clayton, 12-12-11. Well, he's first to a finish, the pole. Oh, really good adjustment after a disappointing first start. Well, there's only 1 point between them, but Ratajski's first in. Treble 17 would have left double 16. So Clayton is going to get a chance for 102. Double 16, the whole throw.
70.
This is the target again.
Could be well in front here. As it is, he may find himself full 3 behind.
Game shot on the 7th. Crystal Ratajski. 8th is Crystal to throw first. Game on.
If he can find a way, Johnny Clayton will, if he's allowed to.
100.
This is some performance. He's got the weight of a nation on his shoulders, and he's standing tall here.
60.
Few more trouble of visits creeping into Johnny's game. No such issue with Ratajski.
Back-to-back maximums. Is the eagle about to swoop at the right time and deliver
60.
a first holder throw here?
43.
Possible 11 dart leg. This is serious darts now. Oh, he's missed a big number. No panic. Look where Clayton is.
11.
That's a really unfortunate deflection. So double 16 then to go within 1. Christoph Ratajski is going nicely about his business, averaging over a ton. 1 more leg, and they'll be in the quarterfinals against Stephen Bunting tomorrow night. not just write him off.
All about this visit, isn't it? And he has found a treble. Better still, he's found two.
Clayton hit the wrong double earlier on.
He's now hitting the wrong trebles.
He is to this for a fantastic victory. Should get one dart at double 16 to send Gliwice crazy, and the Polish Eagle swoops and wins. Johnny Clayton brushed aside despite a near ton plus average. Ratajski was better in all departments, reeling off the last three legs. Big night for Polish darts. Big night for Krzysztof Ratajski. Finally a smile crosses his face. He's seen off Clayton by 6 legs to 3. His ribs or his back, something wasn't right. So he takes a moment and he slings in a 140. So Sedlacek 145 to hold throw.
Is he going to bring the bullseye into play here? No, just
Nathan
pounds away at the treble 20, picks one up to leave single to double. Got to be perfect this. And that is a perfect first dart. He had to follow it and does. Double 8. What a start, what a player, what form this man is in.
Second leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on.
He's been to a couple of other finals as well, hasn't he? On the European Tour, on the Players'
95.
Championship
Nathan
Tour, on the World Series.
21.
It's not always been plain sailing for the Asp in his professional darts career. Treble 20 required here. Leaves double 18. And that is a 4-visit leg, and he is beginning to boss this game. I know that he is very much a double 16 man, Ratajski, but that is a bizarre dart. A single 19 would have given him 3 darts at double when he comes back, and he's hit the 17. I assume he's gone
60.
for it.
Ready required 42.
I just wonder if his brain is not quite in the right space, but well, he left 42 and he hit it.
Not about making the right decision, it's about making your decision right. And in the end, it worked out okay for Ratajski.
Required 132.
Big ask this. Can he get the treble 19? Even if he had, it looked a tricky bullseye to find.
104.
Gets the next
Nathan
best
required
prize, but he's
25.
relying on misses from Nathan Aspinall, and he's going at 4 out of 7 on the doubles.
Game shot on the 6th leg.
Almost identical to that double 16. Put one out and just cushioned it in off the barrel. 2 10s. Match start missed.
50.
2 match starts missed. A wobble
Ready requires
from
68.
Nathan.
36 for 32. And how good has he been on that double 16? Ratajski breaks the Aspinall throw.
Game on.
3 out. Ratajski and Nathan Aspinall line up the 170. The shot that won him his first major title. It will not win him this game. Not in this leg.
50. Ready requires 60.
Can Zaganski take us to a 10th leg? These are big moments. These are pressure moments.
Game shot on the 9th leg. Ratajski. 10th leg, it's Nathan
All
to
of a
throw
sudden,
first.
the pressure
Game on.
is on Nathan Aspinall.
Is Nathan Aspinall kind of sleepwalking into a problem here? Want to keep calm. Radek is certainly one of those, and he's very successful. But some want to be fired up. But there's not much of a celebration there. Nathan Aspinall might think the first 3 visits of this leg have done the job for him.
59.
Well,
Nathan, you require
doesn't matter what it
81.
looks like tonight. It's all about making it through to the quarterfinals tomorrow. And Nathan Aspinall is a double 12 away from the quarterfinals. But he's missed 2 more match darts.
He's got time, or it looks like he's got time.
60.
He's definitely got time here, but this could get messy. Straight in the double 6. If he misses inside, we've got a problem. He's got a problem. He's got a problem.
No score.
Well, Radek now kicking himself that he's nowhere near. He's got to leave a finish. He's got to find a big number, 59. And he doesn't.
Nathan, you required 12.
Radek is on the finish. Double 3 again. Is it getting a little nervy? Because it's certainly getting a little messy.
Brother, you require 167.
This to take us all the way to a decider. It's not going to happen.
60.
Nathan Aspinall.
Nathan, you require
7 match
6.
darts he's missed.
Double 3, unless he decides to go 2 double 2. He
Game
does
shot.
go double 3, and he does crawl
Nathan
over the
Aspinall.
line. Nathan Aspinall, the last man through to the quarterfinals. One of the 4 men, not really shown it tonight, but he wins it 6-4.